A bail hearing of the two co-conspirators in the assassination of Rossburgh petrol station owner Kidesh Ramjettan will be heard this morning at the Durban Magistrates court. The third accused, who pulled the trigger, Ayanda Shezi, and who pleaded guilty, was sentenced to life imprisonment. Our reporter Mlungisi Khumalo is there covering the story for us this morning. Mlungisi, please tell us about the case and what we can expect today.
If you can hear me.
We can hear you, Mlungisi. Please go ahead.
Okay, thank you very much, Shezi. Yes, like you mentioned earlier on, is that today is the bail application for two suspects who are believed to have been involved in the killing of Kidesh Ramjettan. Now, you also recall that Kidesh Ramjettan was actually gunned down about 4 months ago at his petrol station in Rossburgh, which is just briefly outside Durban. So today, two of the suspects that are believed to be involved in his killing are actually going to be applying for bail. Now, you also recall that on the 2nd of November, Ayanda Shezi was actually found guilty after he actually made a confession at the Durban Magistrates court saying that he was involved. And you also recall that a video actually circulated across all social media platforms. And in that video actually showed Ayanda Shezi gunning down Kidesh Ramjettan. And of course, when he appeared in court, he then made that remarkable confession, telling the magistrates that he was involved in the killing, and then named his other two co-conspirators. So those two co-conspirators today will actually make their way in court, where they will make their final bail plea or bail application. Now, we also understand that these two suspects are actually said to be very, very dangerous because not so long ago, in fact about a year ago, one of the suspects was actually convicted to 3 life sentences. But however, then the sentencing was then overturned by the magistrates after they found out that they did not have any substantial evidence to actually give him 3 years behind bars. So he is now appearing on another court case. And of course, earlier today, we then spoke to the members of the Ramjettan family, who said to us that they hope that these suspects do not get bail because they are known in the community. These suspects are actually said to be very dangerous. And with me, I've got members of the community as well as Kidesh Ramjettan's father, who is actually making his first time into the court. He is here to actually protest outside the court, telling the magistrates that they hope that these two suspects do not get bail rather. And also, quite interesting enough, we've now gotten information that Ayanda Shezi, who was convicted to a life sentence, is now actually appealing that sentence. He basically said to the prosecutor as well as to the magistrate courts that when he was asked, or when he gave information, or when he confessed, he actually sang like a canary. So he hopes that now he will now receive a lighter sentencing. But on that front, we haven't gotten any more information. So at around 10 o'clock, we will then make our way inside the Durban Magistrate Court and hear whether the two suspects will be granted their final bail application. Desiree.
Thank you so much for that update. Let's take a break.